Hello, everybody. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I got some stuff to share with you all tonight. And we are definitely going to be dealing with a lot. So come on in tonight. Everybody, come on in, come on in. Hold on. I'm trying to set up my computer so I can handle some stuff here. Um, yeah, so come on in, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all for joining me. Is it this one? Yes, it is this one, but I ain't gonna really worry about it. Oh God, this thing. All right. Let me see. Maybe I can move it over a little bit. All right, there we go. Okay, everybody. This green screen be killing me. All right, everybody. But welcome to the Mad Church Disease podcast. I'm your humble host and servant, Marcellus McMillian. Thank y'all so much for joining me on tonight. Tonight is our Friday free for all. If you're familiar with the Mad Church Disease channel, you know Friday nights is when you have an opportunity to sound off about any of the stories that we have covered all week, or just sound off about whatever it is that you want to talk about. Fitness is everything. Thank you so very much for being in the house. Thank you so much for being in the house. Let me go up to the top here. Patsy Brown, thank you so much. Daryl Moore, thank you so much. Dog Cigar Mafia, love you so very much. Thank you so much for all of your support and your faithfulness. I really do appreciate it. From my heart to yours, thank you so very much. And I did say Daryl Moore already. God is agape love. Thank you so very much. Fred Samuel, thank you so much. T. Davis, thank you so very much for being here. Mary, thank you as well. Misha, thank you for being here with us tonight. Oh, y'all just wait. We're going to have us another good show, though. I got a surprise for you. All right, Jai, thank you so much. Beauty for Ashes, thank you so much. And thank you for being a member, Beauty for Ashes. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Who else is up in here? Christine Parks, thank you so much. Did I say hello to Lynn Pearson? Hey, Lynn, good to have you with me. Who else? Fitness is everything. We did that. Sharon T. Leonard, thank you for the purple hearts. And of course, Cut the Fluff. I think that's a really cool name, by the way. Cut the Fluff. That means you just get to the point. Cut the Fluff. All right, his only wifey. What up? What up? What up? I got some stuff to share with you all tonight. First and foremost, you guys, it's been a how many days has it been? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's been an interesting 5 days, and not starting on Monday. My interesting 5 days started really like on Sunday. It's been an interesting 5 days. I'm only gonna go live tomorrow. There will be no live on Sunday, just so that you know. Tomorrow will be my last live for the week, and we are going to rest on Sunday. Well, I'm not really going to rest, but I'll be resting from this. And so I'm going to just get some rest on Sunday. I'll try to watch some movies. I'm going to try to get out early Sunday and do some work, and then the rest of the day lay down and watch movies. That's my plan. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to the Mad Church Disease channel, if you would like to sign up and to get all of the information about the Mad Church Disease and what we're up to and what information is coming, you can subscribe to the Mad Church Disease newsletter. The moderators will put the links in the description for you. There will be a link that you can follow. Sign up for our email newsletter as well as our text club, where you can actually receive a text message starting next month at the end of the month. Anytime I go live, we're going to text you and let you know I'm about to go live. Okay. All right. So that's that. Trying to think, is there anything else I need to tell you? Okay. If you are supporting, hey, Christine, thanks so much for your support of the Mad Church Disease channel. Thank you so very much. If you are supporting the Mad Church Disease channel, I don't know if I did this part. This is how tired I am. The QR code is in the corner for you, and the Cash App information is right under the Mad Church Disease sign information. We were trying to get 10 people yesterday to send us at least $10. We fell, I believe it was 4 or 5 short. So today, if I can get at least 5 of you all to do $10 by Cash App, that would be very great. That way we could meet our budget and be done for the week. And that way I don't have to worry about it tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be the last day that I'm going live. All right. So I would appreciate that you guys would, support the program. I'm tired. I'm tired. And I'm going to need y'all energy today in order for me to like pep it up, because I got to pep it up. Hey, Angel Heart. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, this is Fist Fight Friday, as you can see on this thumbnail. This is just a fraction of the stories that we've covered for the week. If you are interested in speaking about any of those, I'm going to drop the link, and then I'm going to pin the link to the top of the chat. Once I pin the link to the top of the chat, pretty much everybody is invited to have a conversation. I'm just going to drop it now and pin it now. I'm not ready for everybody to come up yet. Just give me a minute because I got some stuff that I need to tell y'all about. Then we can start taking you guys to come on up and talk and chat. All right. So with that being said, let me get to my channel here and let me address. Oh, link has been pinned. Okay, good. All right. So if you have not heard, let me just tell you this. Leandria Johnson went on the Isaac Curry, a new podcast that Isaac Curry from Men of Standard, from John P. Key fame. He has a new podcast, and his first guest on the podcast was none other than Leandria Johnson. I'm going to be really honest with you guys. Hey, Ashley, good to see you here. Hey, good to see you here. You wait till you see one of these stories, Ashley. I'm about to show you. Wait till you see something, because I don't think nobody's talked about it yet. Y'all wait till y'all see. I got a surprise for you. I'm serious. Leandria went up and she did the Isaac Curry podcast. I'm not going to go into it. I am not going to give any commentary to it. I'm just letting you know it's a very good interview. I think this will shine some light on Leandria Johnson a little more. She talked about her father. She talked about growing up as a PK. She also mentioned in this interview that she had been molested and that she's fighting with a lot of personal demons and a lot of personal stuff. I thought it was a phenomenal interview, despite Isaac Curry, if I'm going to be totally honest. It was just a great interview. I don't really, and I'm not going to go too harsh on Isaac Curry because I know he's new to vlogging and being a vlogger. And since you are new, Isaac, the only advice that I would give you is be respectful of other vloggers and other YouTubers. One of your comments that you said in this program, I found to be a little rude, condescending, and I didn't really care for that. And I'll talk to you some more about that at another time. I'm not going to deal with it today, but congratulations on your new podcast. I wish you much success. I am from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Love your mother. I used to watch your mother every Sunday morning. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that. But I thought Leandria made the interview phenomenal, because she opened up a little bit more and we was able to see Leandria. Okay. And so I thought it was a great interview, just a phenomenal interview, in my opinion. So God bless Leandria. I'm continue to pray for you, Leandria. And that's where my comments are going to lie with that interview. So that's the end of that. Just so you know. All right. Just so that you know, this is all of the stories that we told this week. Y'all know we dealt with every single one of these people this week. So you guys just be preparing your thoughts, trying to remember. All right. Now, I told you guys I'm also going to start bringing up your comments. And we're going to be talking and reading some people's comments. When you guys think you're going to come for me in a passive aggressive way, and you're going to say some old bull jive, I'm going to start putting your comments up on the screen, and I'm going to start reading your comments. I really am. I'm going to start reading your comments. Now, let me share with you Tutor the Youth. I'm sorry, I couldn't even see it. And let me read to you what this says. It says, no one should be putting anyone on a pedestal or idolizing anyone. It doesn't matter how many followers someone has. Him and no one is above the only true and living God. I'm always amazed that you guys come to this channel and start saying this stuff. It's like like you having a drive-by revival in the comment section. Just get to the point. And all of these long paragraphs, y'all got to understand. I have 18,000 followers. Sometimes I can't even respond to all the comments because some of y'all leave these long paragraphs. And if y'all see me responding in a short little paragraph, it's because I'm tired, because I done read 12,000 comments and I'm trying to answer each one of them personally. When you see a comment on my channel that is responded to, I responded to the Daragone comment. It was me. I'm just saying. He and so many others base their social media platforms doing exposure videos. Let me be very clear. There are some people who do exposure videos, but not over here. I don't expose anyone. I want to be clear. And I also don't gossip. You guys need to understand what the definition of the word gossip is. I don't think many of you understand the definition of the word. And the reason why I chose this comment is because I realize that some of y'all think y'all slick and y'all be doing this passive aggressive stuff. And I don't like it. I just don't like it. We should only expose something or someone or situation if the Holy Spirit leads us to. Shut up. That's just dumb. And if we only expose stuff that the Holy Ghost led us to expose, there would be a lot of women and children and men who will have been molested, taken advantage of, and not had the justice that they would deserve. Shut up. That's dumb. That's dumb. The Holy Spirit is not going to lead you to go and just flat out expose somebody. No, exposing is a part of life. Just shut up. Because those kind of comments are just stupid. It's just dumb. And you need to mature. If you're going to be over here, let's mature. Let's grow up, because that's just dumb. So many people say, oh, I feel in my heart to speak on this, or God told me to expose so-and-so. Many of them are not hearing from the true and living God of the Bible. I disagree. Sometimes people do hear from the true and living God, and God will say, speak, and you better open your mouth and you better speak. Okay? They are going to be they are going by their feelings or make a video because they saw someone else do it, or they want to see how many views that they can get. Listen to me, everybody. And this includes Isaac Curry. Y'all listen to me very carefully. If you are on YouTube, you are on YouTube to get a click, a like, and a view. Now, I'm trying to get better with my swearing, so I'm not going to cuss you out. But I want you to hear me and hear me carefully. Y'all need to stop this foolishness by trying to tell vloggers that, oh, everything that you're doing on the internet is for a click, like, and a view. That is just not true. That is flat out not true. And y'all need to stop that. And most of you that are on this here YouTube, y'all have channels too. So are you doing it for a click, like, and a view? I think you are. Did you come here and write this long paragraph so that somebody would see it and read it? Oh, that's going to take a click, and it's also going to take somebody to view it. I'm just saying. All right, moving on. All right. Social media within itself has become TMZ. Yahshua wants people to use social media to lead people to him and to lead people to repentance. I don't think that God wants us to use social media to reach folks. That's not y'all said that same stupid thing about Christian TV. You know what causes people to change their life and to encounter Christ? When each one reaches one. My favorite song by Babby Mason is Each One Reach One. Y'all never heard the song? Today a man is somewhere proclaiming the good news, winning families to Jesus all around his neighborhood. He tells them that God is able to make their house a home. That's how you win people. He wants to win his world for Christ, but he can't do it alone. But each one can reach one. That's how you win the world for Jesus. That's how you win the world for Jesus. Each one must reach one. Mm-hmm. Tell somebody about Jesus, and that's how we reach the world. That's all I'm saying. You tell somebody about Jesus. The internet is not responsible for people finding out about Jesus. You are. You lazy, lackadaisical people. That's how you win people to Jesus. I'm just saying. Moving right along. Social media within itself have become TMZ. I read that part. Some pastors and prophets and evangelists don't speak about the book of Revelation or the end times. Why? Why should we? Y'all can't get even past Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. What do you want people to focus about the book of Revelation? The book of Revelation is about a revelation of Jesus the Christ. We can't even get you to understand Jesus in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. God forbid we skip over there to Acts. I was watching a video this week. I declare Marcus Rogers and this other preacher was arguing about the book of Acts. And I was like, oh, what a waste of time. What a waste of time. Marcus was talking about speaking in tongues. The other preacher was talking about, are you sure that those was the same tongues? And which tongues was he talking about? That's why I tell y'all, I don't do it. I just don't do it. I don't do it. Not because I can. I just won't. I refuse to. I just refuse to do that. It's just so stupid. Some pastors and prophets and don't speak about the book of Revelation, blah, blah. All they talk about is living your best life. And if you sow money to their ministry, you will get a house or car or whatever. That is true for some people. And it is sad. People's souls need to be saved. And they wonder why so many people say that they think Christianity is a joke, because so many people who claim to be Christians have social media content, just like the Breakfast Club and TMZ. Let me tell y'all something. If I came up here every day and was boring as hell, none of y'all would be in this chat. Y'all would be very annoyed, and you would be like some of these other content creators. You would be looking for something else to watch. The reason why you come over here, because you know I'm crazy, you know I'm goofy, and you know we're going to have a good time laughing about something. We're going to have us a time, okay? And you wait till I show y'all what I got to show y'all. I'm going to show it to you right after this story here, this little comment. But you listen to me. Don't come over here. Y'all need to cut that out. Cut that out. YouTube has to be a little bit of TMZ. Do you think the stuff that you watch on TV, they don't suck you in with a little bit of drama and a little bit of ooh and a little bit of ah? The whole reason why you got to do that stuff is so that we can keep you entertained. Hello? You don't want to be nowhere where you're bored. And that's my second message to you, Isaac Curry. You need to let the guests talk more than you talk. Otherwise, your show is going to be boring. You know what I'm saying? Your show gonna be boring, Isaac. So you need to stop, learn your craft a little more, and let the persons talk. I want you to succeed, Isaac. I really do, because you the man. I'm just saying that. Even though, I didn't like that stuff that happened between you and Diedrich Haddon and Demeter, but, I just want to tell you, you the man. So, you know what I'm saying? And I'm from North Carolina. You from North Carolina. I'm feeling you, player. Just do your thing, but don't come out here talking about vloggers like that, because that ain't gonna work. And then we don't want to be out in these YouTube streets, going ham on you, bro. I don't want to do that, because you're my brother, and I don't want to do that. I really don't. But that comment you made on your program today, I wasn't feeling that, bro. Y'all need to stop. And let me just tell y'all, if not for my YouTube channel, I don't know how I would make it right now, because I got a lot of other irons in the fire, and I'm not doing my normal work that I used to be doing in the financial sector. I need to raise about $6,000 right now, and I'm working toward that goal. But y'all listen to me very carefully, and it has nothing to do with you supporting me on this channel. The money that y'all support this channel with, that goes to the channel. I'm just keeping it real. I have to go out and earn that $6,000. So that ain't got nothing to do with your $10. I just want to let you know that right now. By the way, if you haven't seen, I need 5 of y'all to do at least $10 today. All I need is 5 today, because we didn't hit our goal yesterday. We were about 4 or 5 short. Anyway, moving right along. But y'all got to cut that out. I just don't like the way people be talking about YouTubers. If people are making y'all don't go to the white people YouTube channel and say this shite. There's a lot of people on this YouTube that's making a whole lot of money, and I ain't even I ain't even scratched the surface. You don't go over there and tell PewDiePie and all the rest of them folk, oh, y'all shouldn't be on here making YouTube videos. Y'all need to go do something else. Y'all don't go over there to them and tell them that kind of stuff. Only in this church stuff do these people come over here and start talking all crazy. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But moving right along. And they said, people's soul need to be saved, and wonder why so many people say Christianity is a joke, blah, 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 blah. People who claims to be Christian have social media content just like the Breakfast Club and TMZ and TISA. I don't know what that even stands. Tisa, Tails, and Tasha K. I know who Tasha K is. I don't know who Tisha Tails is. They are talking about famous people more than worldly people do. Did Tasha K say she was a Christian? I don't think so. So I don't understand. But you see how I responded. I love your comment, and I'll talk about it later on the show. That's just what I do. Because I can't go into a whole paragraph and I can't go into a whole diatribe with this stuff when y'all be doing this stuff. And I'm just keeping it 100 because some of this stuff is just way, 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 way ridiculous. So I'm just saying, y'all got to understand that. That's where I'm at. And I got a funny story that I want to talk to you guys about with Tiffany Montgomery and Jonathan Ferguson. Wait till you see this.
Madchurchdisease, a channel that's all about current events, news, and Christian drama. A channel that's dedicated to our forgotten brothers and sisters throughout the ages. Our brothers and sisters who courageously stepped outside the safe bounds of institutional Christianity to tell the truth. A channel whose goal is to help the average person understand that Jesus plus nothing is everything. So like, comment, subscribe, and smash the notifications button to be a part of this channel.
Welcome to the Madchurchdisease channel, a channel dedicated to our forgotten brothers and sisters throughout the ages. Want to stay connected to me and the Madchurchdisease community? Well, then join our email community newsletter. Stay in the know with all the updates and fresh content that is created for this channel. It's time you join the private community for the revolutionary family, where we can talk and laugh all in a space that's safe with a no judgment zone. Connect with other members and build lasting friendships. The doors are now open. Want to stay connected and be notified each time I go live? Subscribe to the text community and be notified each time that we go live. Simply add your details for instant updates on all our lives. Are you a budding YouTuber or business professional who would like my thoughts on all things business related? Book a free 15-minute consultation where I can help with social media, YouTube, web design, and so much more. Book your consultation now and build your future. Get away from the rat race and build your business. Well, Lynn, guess what? The most stupid comments we get, the more I'm going to respond to these idiots. Hold on. Oh, I forgot to plug it in. Hold on. Gosh, dog it. I forgot to plug in the Ethernet cord. Oh, man. Lynn, the more stupid things these people say, the more I'm going to let their asses have it. I ain't going to lie to you because I'm tired of that. That part about this vlogging thing, I'm tired. I'm tired of getting comments in the morning, paragraphs and upon paragraphs, and some of you with your little passive aggressive posts. I done had enough of that. I done have enough. Going forward, just know, and except for the bots, like if I feel it's a bot, I'm not gonna respond to it because some of these people are just bots, and I ain't responding to no bots. But the other people I will. Y'all see this fella right here? Can y'all see this? So guess what? Jonathan Ferguson, I guess, decided that any of you all that are going to come to his church's Facebook page and say something about him, he's now starting what's called a Savage Saints section on his Facebook page and on other social media platforms. Y'all want to know what he's doing over there? I'm so glad you asked the question because I would love to share with you what this fool is doing. Here we go. He is over there going ham on any people in his comment section. Anybody that comes over to his comment section and says something he don't like, he's handing you your behind. Okay? Now listen here. Now this is what he's doing. He has what he is calling Savage Saints. It says, do you remember Wendy's on Twitter and how they would go off in the negative comments for sport? Well, welcome to the Savage Saints, where we will get you straighter than Wendy's would 100%. We're not serious and we're not offended. However, it proves hilarious. No, you are offended. You are offended. You are offended when somebody tells you that you look like a Beijing. You got all this Beijing in your hair. You are offended, Jonathan. You are offended. Well, now get it straight, Miss Alexa. He's not a bishop. He's an apostle. He says he's an apostle of the Lord Jesus Christ. So the apostle of the Lord Jesus Christ is about to get you straight in the comment section. I'm just saying. And you all wonder why I said that this man was crazy. Him and Tiffany. Did I call it? Come on. Give me some credit. I told you he was crazy. Didn't I tell you he was crazy? This man is nuts. He's nuts. Like, bro, for real? You gonna go off of these people in the comments said the apostle of the Lord Jesus Christ. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Check this out. So some people came down in the chat, and this is what they've been doing. He said, Revival Culture Church. This the people in the church. Stephen Phillips, your mama. Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Look what he told the other person, Janae Williams. Your butt is out. Because you know how people be talking about he be wearing them tight pants and stuff. So he going ham on his social media. Your butt is out. Where are the ushers with the sheets? This him. This him. These the people at the church. This the people at the church. This the people at the church. I can't. Look what he said to the other man down below. He said, Vern O'Kane, we get it. You have every right to be mad with your chin stuck in your neck like that. So he said the man's chin is stuck in his neck. Oh, I can't make this stuff up. I cannot make this stuff up. I'm just saying. Let's go on because there's more, saints. So that's one. Wait a minute. Then he got a whole nother one. Here's a whole nother section of where he gonna get you together. He gonna get you together. The man of God. Alessandro Jacobs. A lot of coward tendencies to think you're big and bad, but in reality, you're ignorant. Talk crazy again is going to equal blocked. You're going to get blocked. Now look at this. Sophia, president, keep talking to them familiar spirits and see where they take you. You'll be back when you're tired of being a witch. Them herbs and spirits can't help you here. Luke McCauley, come talk to us when you done practicing tattoos. Looking like some children found some Sharpies and went to town while you were sleeping. Tobo shot. The apostle. Hey, Katrina, that's all I'm going to read of this. The apostle, the man of God. The man of God. And then y'all are mad at me. Y'all are mad at me when I say him and Tiffany crazy. Because she is crazy too. Okay? She's just as crazy as he's crazy. Both of them is nutty. They nuttier than a nutty buddy bar. They both nutty. But who would want to submit your life to a ministry and to a so-called apostle like this, who could get out in the comment section and start going ham on people? Who could do that? Who would want to do that? That don't even make no sense to me anyway. I'm just saying. This man is a weirdo. And isn't that what I told y'all yesterday? He's a weirdo. I'm sorry, he's a weirdo. And that is the nicest way I can describe this dude, is he is a weirdo. Shout out to everybody. Please make sure y'all hit the like button. If you're supporting the Madchurchdisease channel tonight, guys, please do so. We need at least 5 of y'all to do at least $10 on tonight. I would be very appreciative, and we will make sure that we hit our budget because we didn't do so yesterday. I think we were 4 or 5 short. I think we were 4 short, but I want to make sure. So I just said 5. So you all support the channel tonight. I would really appreciate it. The Cash App information is on the screen. Now, we covered a lot of stories. So let's recap for the week here real quick. Where are we going to start? Of course, y'all know that Jamal Bryant is still on the boycott. He led a boycott on, I believe it was it George Floyd's birthday, or was it Michael Brown? I think it was George Floyd's birthday, in front of a Target. We covered that story earlier in the week. Wait, I want to make sure. So we did cover that story. We told you about Marjorie and Steve Harvey. Marjorie's ex-husband thinks that Marjorie owes him something. I don't know why. I don't know why. I really don't know why. That's crazy. We talked about in the corner the young lady getting tossed around by the police, and they pretty much just beat her up. In my opinion, scraped up her face. If they brought your child home with all of these bruises and stuff, and they did that after she was handcuffed. That's the other part that was crazy. We covered that story. So if you missed that story, you can go to one of the videos here on the channel, and we covered that. We covered Christy Teigen and her situation. We did that as well. You say, what lady with the big teeth? You talking about her with the white? That's Tiffany Montgomery, Daryl, if that's who you're referring to. That's Tiffany Montgomery. We covered the Blair Underwood stuff. He's having a little trouble booking roles due to the fact that, some people are concerned about him leaving his wife of, I don't know, was it 27 or 37 years? And then, started to date his best friend of 41 years. And so I guess him and his best friend are now in a relationship. And of course, you guys know we've been talking about EJ and Lovie. Let me show y'all what I saw today. Oh, wait a minute. Let me get out of this. Hold on. Wait till you this. Hold on. Wait a minute. EJ gonna get exactly what he deserved. He gonna get exactly what he deserved. Let me show y'all this. Oh no. Share this tab instead. Hold on. Can y'all see this thumbnail right now over here? This is EJ's channel. He's got Passion Java. He's got Lovie and Daniel Adams sitting on the Game of Thrones throne and talking about Game of Warlocks and false disassociation. So this and then y'all wonder why I don't feel sorry for EJ no more. Y'all wonder why I think he's gonna have his tail handed to him with this foolishness. And why I think that EJ is just nuts. He's just nuts. He's nuts. He won't stop. He done got a whole lawsuit and he still won't stop. No, I don't think he's lying. I think he's exposed enough stuff. I think we all know who Lovie is. I don't think that him keeping coming out and taunting these people after he done got hit with a lawsuit and got to raise $100,000. I don't think it's wise for him to keep doing it. You know what I mean? What more can he tell you that you don't already see through Passion Java, Lovie, and the rest of this crew? We all know who they are at this point. Are we agreed on that? Don't we all know who they are? Both. Two things could be true at the same time. You could be taunting somebody and exposing them at the same time. And if you look at him, he's over there all the time talking about Lovie and smirking. Y'all know I don't like it when you be doing that. And I done talked about that this week on this channel. Even Tiffany Montgomery, when she was talking about Ferguson, she was smirking. I'm like, I don't know why y'all, I realize y'all talking about people like that, but come on. You're supposed to be the people of God. Are we not supposed to hold ourselves to a better standard than this? I'm just asking. Maybe not. Maybe I'm the one tripping. Because I'm sitting here going, he's a pastor of a whole church and has a whole flock that he's supposed to be watching over. Well, it wasn't a matter of lying. I don't think I ever said he was lying. The lying isn't the issue. That's not the issue. The issue is if you're telling the truth and you're exposing someone, then your exposure of yourself should be just as great as you exposing other people. EJ was fine when he was flying in the private jets and he was running the hoes with Lovie. When he was running the females with Lovie, he was fine. But all of a sudden now he's had an epiphany and now he just want to expose. Well, no, he should expose himself. That's all I'm saying, Jay. He should expose himself. That's all I'm. Whether the man's telling the truth or not, I believe. Yeah, we all believe him. I mean, I'm just saying, we all believe him. I believe him. You believe him. So me and you must never part. Okay. I know you're genuinely asking. And you know what? And I'm emphatically answering. I am matter of fact answering. That's just the way I feel. I'm sick of these so-called prophets. That's what I said yesterday. I'm tired of these type of prophets. I don't believe they're prophets. I don't believe Tiffany Montgomery is no prophet. I don't believe Beijing Ferguson is no prophet. I don't believe some of these other folk on the internet are no prophet. They're lying through their teeth. They're lying through their teeth. And that's all I'm saying. That's it. Well, the link has been dropped, ladies and gentlemen. So if you have something to add to the conversation, please hit the link. We've reached the 40-minute mark, and I pretty much told y'all all and gave y'all the update on Beijing Ferguson. I done pretty much gave y'all everything that I wanted to say about this dude. But this is supposed to be the apostle of the Lord Jesus Christ. This dude, talking about savage saints. He have a whole series on his Facebook page talking about the savage saints. I didn't know saints was supposed to be savage. I thought saints was supposed to be saved, loving, kind, caring, long-suffering, trying to exemplify those traits. I didn't know we were supposed to be savage. I don't think what I do here is savage. I think I just spark conversation. Somebody might have a difference of opinion. I don't think it's savage. I don't think I'm malicious when I'm talking about these subject matters. I don't think I am. He look unhealthy, don't he? He look unhealthy. He really does. He looks unhealthy. He thinks he looks healthy, but he don't. He actually looks unhealthy. Now I'm not gonna say he is. Tiffany Montgomery says he. I forget her exact words. Don't let me misquote her. But she alluded to the fact that she made some statements like she think he is and all that kind of stuff. But y'all know I don't like when grown-ups do that to other grown-ups. If he ain't never came out and told y'all he was this or that, and then we need to let things lay where they are. He's a married man. So I'll leave it where it's at. She said he deals with the spirit of perversion. She said, okay. No, not yet. I saw that on social media. I didn't cover it. I didn't talk about it because I don't really care for Cam Newton. I don't know why we keep putting certain people on display. Just like I don't like, what's the little boy that keeps spreading his seed all over around the world? What's his name? Oh, God. One that got the 30,000 children. What's his Nick Cannon. I don't know why everybody's, what are you expecting from him? He's already shown you who he is. There's no need for me to promote him or to say anything else. You know, Cam Newton is going to build as many dysfunctional homes as he possibly can. He's going to spread his seed to all of the children that he fathers, has no father in their life or cannot, walk down the hall to see and climb into bed with their dad and have a conversation. That's the kind of life he wants to live. That's the kind of life he wants to have. He want to have a whole bunch of baby mamas. I mean, you got some dudes out there. Now, here's the sad part about it. You got some women who know that, and they'll still be standing next in line to have the next baby. And that's typically because of the money. I don't really think it has anything to do with him per se. I just think of some people see a payday, and I'm from the hood. I just know too many women that go after dudes for cash. I grew up watching females fool around with dudes just so that, he could pay their rent and pay their bills and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of men don't trust certain people in their lives. Lord Jesus. Don't say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Well, let me tell y'all something. Vaughn, let me tell you something. When you're a confident man and you know who you are, you can say, I don't have a problem with people saying things like that. Now, would I personally do that? No. But I mean, when you're confident, can I give you a perfect example? Some people are surprised when I'm on a platform with certain people that they feel, oh, I think this person is LGBTQIA, and they go, well, you shouldn't be up on these types of people's platforms and blah, blah, blah. I can go any damn place I want to go, period. Okay. I'm confident in who I am. I can go wherever I want to go. And I go where I'm having fun. I go where I'm laughing. And I surround myself with people who are from where I'm from. Where am I from? I'm from the church. That's just all I know. I don't pretend to be anything else. I'm from the church. I can talk about communion crackers. I can talk about everything from the front door to the back. I done tickle myself. Literally, I could talk about everything. Do this in remembrance of me. I could talk about the communion table. Oh my God. I could talk about the Sunday school golden text. You name it, I can talk about it. You kidding me? I could talk about the pastor's water glass and his little dish of peppermints beside his water. I can talk about every single thing. I can talk about everything. You name it, I can talk about it. If it's in the church, I can talk about it. I'm just saying. This all I know is church. So that's why I don't try to pretend I'm something that I'm not. I hang with people that know church and that can talk church. I like talking church. That's what I like to talk about. Because what else am I supposed to talk about? Because that's what I'm entrenched in, is the church. And that's why when you can see a dude like this on the screen with all that Beijing in his beard and in his head, and he kept scratching his head. Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you something. Ferguson, you better get that stuff out of your hair, because I'm telling you right now, on that other video, you kept scratching. And I was like, is he a cat? Like, what's wrong with him? Did y'all watch the video where he kept taking his hand and scratching his head? Did y'all see it? Just crazy to me. Absolutely nuts. Right now, this is Jonathan Ferguson Keisha on the screen. You might have to go back to yesterday's video where I broke it all down. And then today I showed them something else that he did. This dude is hilarious, bro. But I told y'all he was crazy. And you know what? St. James thought I was taking his side. And I kept trying to tell everybody, I'm not taking this dude's side. This dude he's a wiki whack. He's wiki whack. He's worse than a weed whacker. That dude's crazy. This dude right there on this here screen, he is crazy. The man said he saw Jesus face to face. I'm just saying. He had a face-to-face conversation with Jesus. Okay, well, some people may feel that way. I'll give you that. Some people may feel that way, but that's because you weren't listening to what I actually said. Because like I said the other day in the comments section, a lot of people just assume certain things without really listening. I said so many times, both of them is crazy. I don't even know how to say it any other way. The only thing that I said was he was calm when he was saying the things about Tiffany Montgomery. That's what I said. I said he was mighty calm. I even said he only said something for like 7 minutes and she made a video for 1 hour and 35 minutes. That doesn't mean I'm on his side. You understand what I'm saying? Where you come up with I'm on his side? I could say it 1,000,000 times and somebody gonna come over here tomorrow. Well, I thought you was on his side. What the heck wrong with y'all? I don't know how many more ways to say it. I could speak it in Spanish. I don't know what else to say or do. That's why sometimes, I have to get out of the comments, because I'd be like, okay, y'all just willfully trying to be mad at me or to say something that I didn't say. It is so frustrating. It is so frustrating. And I don't want to be going ham, because I love each and every one of you. And then I just be like, okay, well, maybe they just they having a bad day and they taking it out on me, or they just refusing to listen. Because I literally said that man was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I didn't even spend this much time on him because I thought he was so crazy. Because I don't even think it takes a lot of time for this dude. You know why I don't feel like Jay? It takes a lot of time for him because he real cray-cray. He really crazy. So I just said he was crazy. I thought that would have covered it. I thought he was so crazy. I didn't think I needed to spend so much time with this dude. When I told y'all he said he had a face-to-face conversation with Jesus, that should have told y'all where he was at and where I was at. You know what I'm saying? This man is a nutbag. Oh Lord. And just because I say Tiffany is a nutbag too, and some people are just determined to believe whatever Tiffany says with her lying self, because she be lying too. They all lying. I'm just saying, they all lying. Because I don't believe the way that honorarium situation went down. I don't think that I don't know. I don't think she's telling the truth. That's just me. I've done this too long. I've done it too long. I've been in ministry too long. That's not how that goes down. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. And if Jonathan Ferguson gave her his personal information and was booking a situation for him to go minister and to preach through her without sending that through the staff, then he actually went around his own staff that handles that kind of stuff, because normally preachers don't handle that kind of stuff. That's not something that you deal with. You don't even deal with that. You talking about right here? Because for me, this right here says that I'm pointing to him the way I'm looking. So does it show him on the other side? Is he over here for y'all? Because right here, he's here for me. Oh, he ain't that anointed. He's crazy. That's what he is. That's what he is. He's nuts. He's a nut bag. Somebody said I'm pointing the wrong way. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. And then told everybody to gargle with Listerine. You remember? Because God told her we was all supposed to be gargling with and not any other kind. We had to use the old-fashioned Listerine, the brown one, because the brown was more potent, just like virgin olive oil. You can't get any other kind of olive oil. You got to get the virgin olive oil, because the rest of the olive oil can't do the trick. Okay. Somebody say point the other way. I got to point like this. Okay. All righty then. Yeah, it's kind of I tell you, listen, this vlog, I've had a hell of a vlogging week. Let me put it to you that way. When I tell y'all I'm really exhausted from vlogging this week, I'm really tired. And I'm really tired. And I'm not so much tired of talking to you guys. I'm tired of people insinuating and saying things that I never said. And assuming things that I never said. The whole reason why you come on the internet and you give commentary is so that people will actually hear what you're saying, not juxtapose onto the statements that you're making and internalize what you're saying. That you want them to hear what you're actually saying and understand what you're saying. And it's really made me nervous, because I'm afraid, like, if I bring some of my guests over here, I'm just like, y'all gonna go ham on my guests. I'm so scared. I'm like, oh Lord, they gonna beat up on my peoples. They gonna beat up on the guests, and the guests ain't gonna never come back. And I'm gonna be like, oh, because I try to treat everybody kind. You know what I'm saying? I really do. It may seem hard for you to believe, but I really do. Even you guys. When you guys are mean and sometimes very sharp tongued, I just hold my peace, because I'm just like, it is what it is. It is what it is. And I just deal with it. I just deal with it. You know, it is what it is. I can't cry about it. But Lovie also made a statement this week. I know we didn't talk about that. Lovie made a statement this week to his church. I don't really know if that statement is going to do him justice or help him. I really felt like that statement he made caused more questions than it actually gave answers. And that's one of the reasons why, if you make statements like he did, it's just best to come on out and make a full statement. Do it one time only, and let that be your statement. Because I feel like that was kind of a vague statement that he made. I don't know if that did him justice. No, you were being honest. You were being honest, and you know how much I love and care for you. So don't go there. You know you're fine. Don't do that. You know I'm good with you. As much as you and I converse on TikTok, now you know darn well I'm good. Now you know better. Now come on now. We good. We good over here. And it's not just you. It is not you. And I won't say just you, but it's not you. It's really not you. It's nothing to do with you. Fitness is everything. I need to get together with you know what? Well, as far as losing the weight, losing the weight is fine. Of course, my stomach is probably going to be the last thing to go. So I got to figure out some fat burning stuff for the stomach. But as far as energy level and stuff, I've gotten a lot more energy, but over the last couple of days, I think because I've just been so tired, um, that my energy level's been a little bit off. But other than that, I feel great. I have to be honest with you. As far as energy is concerned, I'm good. You can't do this many shows every darn day unless you're having some more energy. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? So I'm doing good with the energy wise. So you know, but I'm gonna tell you guys something, and I know you can. Fitness is everything. So I look forward to getting your email. The link is in the description below, or the moderators will put it in the chat for you, and you can send me an email because it's got my email address down on the bottom of it. Now let me tell you guys something, and let's talk here for a minute, like grown-ups. Let me share some stuff with you from my heart. Let me share some stuff with you. I started my first YouTube channel in 2007, right? I let the channel go and stuff like that. I came back to YouTube. So this is on the way you all are doing, and the way people are doing YouTube now is really new to me. I came from a group of people who were all on the radio and on social media together. We shared a space. We kind of bounced ideas off of each other. We were mature enough to argue some days and still come back the next day and love one another, and have mutual respect for one another. We didn't lamb blast each other. We didn't cuss each other out. We didn't call each other names, So I'm used to a different type or different set of a group of people that I was mainly around. So I'm on the internet, and some days I feel really, I don't want to say alone, but I feel like some days I'm climbing a mountain and I'm trying to get something accomplished, but I'm trying to do it in a way where I'm my most authentic self and I'm being myself. And I feel like people are actively, consistently working against me. And it's just like, I don't understand it. And, I'm already having to fight with people who just can't stand me, who ain't never met me. They're rude, disrespectful, and stuff like that. And it's just like, if I'm gonna be really transparent, and then when grown-ups come in the comment section and start saying things that you never said and stuff like that, I just be like, wow. Like and this is the week, I'm gonna call this week the week I can't catch a damn break. I just feel like this week I need to go away and recoup for next week, because this week I cannot catch a break. I just cannot catch a break. I just cannot catch a break this week. And I don't know, maybe, but I know what's happening, and I know what happened. And I'm just like, okay, Marcellus, come on, just calm down. I think I'm trying to bring you guys good topics. I'm trying to bring you things we can talk about that's good. And I just don't know. It's just one of these. It's been one of these weeks. I guess I can put it that way. It's just been one of these weeks. Everybody has that kind of week, right? Every now and then, don't you have that kind of week on your job where you be like, it's been one of them weeks. I just want to get off of work, turn on my TV, put my feet up, and don't say nothing else. I really, that's kind of how I've been, And I know some people are going in other people's chats and having conversations, because people come back and tell me stuff. And I just be like, yeah, some people are they're actively, I don't know why, but it won't work in their favor. And they can do the stuff that they do all they want to, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. But that's how I felt this whole week. I've been like, I'm walking on eggshells. I literally all week long, I'm like, oh Lord, like, and then you don't want to cuss people out because you just like, you don't really know where they're coming from. Just like what just happened with Jay just a minute ago. I don't want Jay to think I'm coming after her. You understand what I'm saying? I realize she's asking for clarity. So I'm not in my feelings towards whatever she said or whatever the question she asked, but I want her to know and everybody to know it's just been one of them weeks for me. Like, and then you got people, I try to answer everybody's comments. When you leave a comment on my channel, I try to go and answer the comment. And then I'm gonna start having to tell y'all, if you leave a comment, don't leave me no paragraph. And if there's a paragraph, I'm just gonna put a smiley face on it and go on to the next comment. Because I can't sit there for 20 minutes and be reading all his comments. I'm one guy, right? And I want to read every single one of your comments. And it was just like, I was like, I can't even get through the comments. I haven't even answered you guys' comments this week, if you haven't noticed. And y'all notice I used to stay up really late at night and answer everybody's comments. I don't even do that. I haven't done that in like all week. I'm like, I'm not touching them comments. I probably won't even touch them comments till Monday. I declare unto you, it will be no comment answering because I'm so like, ugh. And then I'll tell you another thing. Sometimes when you talk about these pastors and preachers, the way that we discuss them, sometimes they're so disgusting that you be like, let me talk about something that's happy and get me in a good mood or something. And that's why I don't mind doing the trending topics, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I'll do the trending topics during the week and stuff because I'll be like, okay, it's better than having to talk about some scumbag preacher. I swear. I'd be like, oh, let me go. And that's why I don't mind going on St. James's platform, because St. James is going to have me cracking up. It's an outlet for me. I swear it's a total outlet for me, you all. I be laughing so hard because his show yesterday, I enjoyed that yesterday because you noticed we were laughing. We were cracking up. I was like, this is hilarious. Just, we were silly, but I mean, it was funny. And so I'm like, but that's what church kids do. I'm a church kid. Like I told him yesterday, you ain't lived until you've been in church and fell asleep on a pew and drooled all on yourself. That's what we be in church so long, you be drooling, you so sleepy. That's a church kid's situation. You know what I'm saying? And some church adults too. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You ain't lived falling asleep on them hard pews. God forbid if they ain't had the padded pews and they just had the wooden ones and you had to lay your head down and your grandmama or some old lady gave you her pocketbook to put your head on. Come on, anybody know what I'm talking about? And you got to put your head on some old lady's pocketbook and try to lay on this hard pew. I'm just saying, that's what we used to do. I'm just saying. And God forbid if they tried to give you one of them peppermints with all that fur on it down in the bottom of their pocketbook, and you trying to lick the crap off of it before you can ever even get to the real peppermint. Gee whiz. Gee whiz. And that's another reason why this next month coming up, I'm going to have a lot more private lives. I really am. For those of you that are members of my channel, next month is going to be something. And we're going to start our Reimagining Church series too. And I'm going to start talking to you guys a little bit more about, stuff in my life, childhood, etc. And that's how I can identify with Leandria Johnson. I can identify with Leandria Johnson a lot. I really can. And that's another reason why I went from being a person who was very critical of her to being someone who really loves her. I love Leandria Johnson. You heard me say it. I love Leandria Johnson. I really do. I really, really do. I grew up in low-income housing. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to have traumas that you got to deal with and you got to try to get over. And you got a lot of things in your mind. And I do know what it's like to go to therapy and your therapist brings stuff up out of you that you had long forgotten. And you sitting there, I swear to you, this happened to me. I swear this happened to me. The therapist started talking to me and asking me a bunch of questions, and I started answering the questions. And when he started answering, and I heard myself answer the questions. And when I heard myself answer the questions, you all, I was bawling. Grown man. When I tell you I was bawling, I was bawling. He probably was still asking me questions or something, and he just got quiet. And I was like, you got to give me a minute. I mean, because we were doing it on the virtual thing, and I had to click my camera off. When I tell you I was bawling, I was bawling. I said, oh God. And when he said some stuff, I went, Just like Leandria said in that interview, she said, oh yeah, that did happen to me. I swear to you, I had moments like that in the therapy session going, oh my God, that did happen to me. And I had totally forgot. Oh yes, I did do that. And I didn't even remember that I did that. And I just was crying. I mean, they bawling. So that's why I tell people, if therapy will help you. It'll bring out stuff that you didn't know that you had issue with and that you had long buried. And some of that stuff, because I talk a lot of times about not being married to your story, right? Y'all know, y'all have heard me say that before. And I try not to be married to my story. So a lot of times as a man, you try to just suck it up and get over it and go on about your business, right? But then when that therapist started asking me those darn questions, and to be honest with you, I kind of went through two phases. At first, I was really sorrowful, but then I kind of got mad. I was like, that did happen to me. And then I said, well, I don't want to take no phone calls. I don't think I took phone calls for like 4 days from no family, no friends. When I had that therapy session, I was like, don't nobody better not call me. Don't call me. Don't call me. Because I remember exactly what happened to me. And I'm just like, oh man. And as a man, what a lot of you don't understand, I gave up a lot. People think, people think all kinds of stuff about you, and they just don't know. They don't know that they don't know the sacrifices that you've made for family. They don't know the sacrifices you might have made for your friends. They don't know those things, but they just assume, especially when you come on here and you open yourself up on YouTube. And here's another thing I don't like about YouTube. And that's why I had stopped doing YouTube. Here's something else I don't like about YouTube. You come up here and you open yourself up with your personality, and you have fun, you have conversation, and people get upset and jealous and mad at you for coming and having your conversation. You understand what I'm saying? They hate on you because you can have the conversation and you're transparent and you come out here and you do it. They hate you and love you all at the same time. It's like, pick a side. Like, either you're going to like me or you're not going to like me. Pick a side. Jesus tried to clean out more people from his church than he was trying to accept. My little digital congregation over here, sometimes I'd be like, really? 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 Do you really? Like, pick a side. And I don't mean like going to another content creator's program or not. That's not what I mean. What I mean is, if you're going to like the program, be invested in the program, be invested in the conversation, just be good. I don't even know I can't articulate it another way. I'm choosing not to. I'm choosing not to. And I'm so tired. I really am. I'm just like, okay. That's why I told everybody, I say, Sunday, my phone is going off. I'm going off the grid on Sunday, completely off the grid. I really am. I'm going off the grid on Sunday. I just want to relax. But the link has been dropped, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to come up and say anything, you are more than happy or more than willing, or wait a minute. You're more than able to come up. That's what I'm trying to say. You're more than able to come up if you have a comment. Yeah, Jay, I don't know if you were here before. Isaac Curry did a really good interview with Leandria Johnson. As a matter of fact, let me put the link in the chat for y'all. So y'all can go watch it. It's really good. It's a really good interview. Divine Worship, thank you so much. I'll be fine on Monday. Trust me. Once I rest on Sunday. But if you don't hear from me on Monday, that means it rolled over into Monday. But yeah, it was a really good interview. Now, let me ask y'all something else. Y'all remember my sister used to watch a show called The Chrisleys. It's this white family, had a grandmama. The white guy, the father, went on Steve Harvey's show. I saw him one time on Steve Harvey's show. Well, they went to jail for like fraud and some other stuff. Anybody familiar with the Chrisley people? Y'all familiar with them? Let me show you what I'm talking about. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and let's get into this. Let me end tonight with this, because this really was interesting too. Let me end. Y'all know who these people are? I'm about to show you here right now. What's this? Oh no, share this tab instead. Okay. Let me get y'all this. All right. Watch this. Let's do some commentary to this.
TV stars Todd and Julie Chrisley are speaking out after being released from prison. The pair was serving time for tax evasion and bank.
All right, so the Chrisleys are coming out to give a press conference. This was interesting. This was really interesting to me.
Fraud. Let's listen in.
They were still at home, so it's honestly felt like such a dream to have them at home, and I'm just so grateful, obviously, to President Trump, the administration, Alice Johnson, just everyone within the pardons office. Alice obviously came on my podcast a year and a half ago.
So her friend Alice came on her podcast, who now works for President Trump. I guess she works in the Department of Justice. And bada bing, bada ping, her parents get out of jail and get pardoned. Interesting, huh? Just thought I'd share.
I think before she ever even got the role. And what I respect about her is she's not in the art of giving favors. Neither is President Trump. And when she got the role, she looked into our case. They saw the injustices. The media loves to run with this $30 million scheme without doing the research to look into the documents. And there was no $30 million scheme. But I just appreciate the administration looking into it and seeing the faults within our case, the corruption, and just the weaponization of the DOJ. So we are just so excited.
So now we're going with this theory that the DOJ was weaponized. So they never broke the law. They never did anything wrong. They just went to jail for nothing. That's what they want us to believe. And I don't care because a person is on television and they're famous. Does not mean that the DOJ was weaponized against them. Now, do I understand that the system is effed up? Yes, I do. I can testify to tell you that it is not a perfect system, but I can honestly tell you according to what the government says that they did. Hey, DeAndre, the government said they did it. If the government said they did it, I guess, they got convicted. That's all I know. If you get a jury, right, of your peers, and they look at the information and they say you did it. I think, and then how it works still, I think.
And moving forward, obviously getting them home the past 2.5 years, I have fought. Like, that was my number one priority, was getting my parents home. But now that they're home, now we move on to all the other men and women that are in the system and getting them home. And I know we're going to continue to work. We're going to be in DC, and Mom and Dad are now along for the ride because we're not leaving those men and women behind. There's too much work that needs to be done. There's too much reform that needs to be done. So we're just super excited. And here he is, Todd Chrisley, after running from.
Now, I think when they say, oh, we're going to keep working, we're going to keep trying to get those men and women out, this is going to fizzle out. This is going to fizzle out. People always say that when they get their relative out or they get somebody that, out of prison. And a lot of these people don't keep working. And a lot of these people don't keep worrying about other people. He was working out, Lynn. They say he got buff. I don't see it, but that's what they say.
The media in Nordstrom yesterday.
Good morning, guys. Thank you all very much for coming today, for having the interest. I want to thank first and foremost my Lord and Savior. Because that's who got me through it.
Well, I praise God that his Lord and Savior got him through his conviction and going to jail. Y'all are about to be mad. But I am so tired of everybody thanking the Lord when they have done such shady stuff. Just shady as shady can be. Just shady as shady could be. This man then got out of federal prison and went and got his hair highlighted and died. Because I don't think they're highlighting your hair and letting you wear your hair like this in prison, right? I don't think they do that. Do they do that in jail? I don't think they do that. So this is hilarious. I think this whole little interview part thing was really hilarious. Now watch how rude he gets in a minute. This is interesting.
I want to thank President Trump. I want to thank the administration. I want to thank Alice Johnson. I want to thank every person that has prayed for us, that has stayed in the fight and that fought for the truth to come out. And so I am grateful for it. And as Savannah said, she has fought a long fight. And for any parent to see their child fight this hard, it's a double-edged sword. It's a blessing, and then your heart breaks because your child has been placed in that position to fight for you, when as a parent, you're supposed to fight for your children. So I will always be grateful to you from the bottom of my heart. We've had wonderful legal representation, maybe not in the first go round, but certainly when you picked up. And we're certainly grateful to you, Alex, and to you. This is the better looking version of our team. So, we're grateful for everything that has happened thus far. And as bad as this experience has been, there's also been a lot of blessings to come from it. I have met some wonderful men. I have listened to some horrific stories about things that have gone on in our system. And
now here he's going to talk about all of these men that he's met in prison. Now, what color y'all think these men in prison that he's referring to? Take a wild guess.
Whether you believe it or not, because I was you at some point, even though this pardon has happened, I still was convicted of something that I did not do. It could be you. It could be you. It could be any of you. And somewhere in this room, someone has had a family member that has been affected by this system. So I understand the shame that's around it, but I refuse to feed into that, because shame is like a cancer that just spreads, and I have no shame. So I will continue to fight for all of the guys that I dealt with and that I was blessed to be with at FPC Pensacola. I will continue to expose the injustices that go on there and throughout the department and throughout the Bureau of Prisons. I know that Julie, who is a wonderful, decent, God-fearing woman, and that I am blessed to have been married to and been with for over 30 years now, an excellent mother. She's at home with Chloe right now, and Chloe will not let her go. So we're blessed to have our family back, and we're blessed to be coming back to television, because we do have a much bigger story to tell now than we ever have. So I thank each and every one of you.
We're happy to open this up for some questions. We'll start here.
Now, I think one of the people that's about to ask him questions are from CNN. Watch this.
Todd and Savannah, what was the reunion like first night, right? Todd, Julie, and family. And the second part of that is, Todd, the fans have been really talking about your physical transformation.
Yeah, I call it the VOP glow.
And so what was the motivation behind that, and how are you going to continue that sort of fitness routine moving forward?
Well, I'll actually have more access to better products now that I'm out. I think that I had nothing to do other than to read and to work out. And so I worked out every morning at 10:45 until 12 with my buddies there. And I read, and my walk with Christ became deeper. And I talked to my daughter every day, to Chase, to Grayson. And I was able.
It's amazing to me how this works out. And I'll leave it there for you guys. But if y'all want to watch this little interview, because we want to make sure that he's in a good relationship with his Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, that allowed him to just commit whatever fraud he committed. And what did I tell y'all the other day? Y'all gonna listen to me. Didn't I tell y'all this was the age and the time frame of the liar? And that if you were a criminal, this was the best time for you to go to jail? Do any of y'all remember me saying that? Didn't I tell y'all that this would be the time for you to go to prison, because 9 times out of 10, Donald Trump was going to pardon you? Didn't you hear me tell y'all that? We are in the age of the liar and the criminal. You all need to understand that. Now, the funny thing is, once we get out of this time, are any of these people going to actually be held accountable for their actions, especially in this administration? I told you that. I really did tell you that. You can go back and watch the videos. I really did tell you that. There's a lot more criminals that's going to be set loose and set out on us. I'm just trying to tell y'all. I hate to say it that way, but it really is the truth. But they probably won't be black. I'm just saying. They probably won't be black. Yeah. The link has been pinned, ladies and gentlemen. We're 119 minutes, 119. I told you I'm tired. Hour and 19 minutes in. Thus far, I haven't seen anybody hit that link and come on up and have a conversation with me. But I want to thank every single one of y'all. I need 5 of y'all to make sure y'all support the channel between now and Saturday, tomorrow. So we were 4 or 5 short from yesterday's budget. So if you can support the channel, I would appreciate it. He might Dog Cigar Mafia, he might let Diddy out. I doubt it. And if he does, Diddy gonna pay him a lot of money. Daryl told me today, Daryl said that he did a fundraiser either yesterday or the day before. It was $1 million a plate. The only way you could get in there, it was $1 million a plate. They might have did a year, maybe 2 max. They ain't been in there that long. Because this guy's his face is all Botoxed up. Botox, normally would kind of wear off after a while. He's still kind of Botoxed up. He actually joked about saying that the Botox held up while he was in prison. So I don't really know. But that's what I'm saying. But you all, let me, and I'm going to end my program tonight with saying this. Give me some space and some room to grow. Give me some space and some room to become better. Give me space and room when and if you think I've done something to offend you or hurt your feelings, come to me like an adult and let's have a conversation like an adult. Don't go lambasting me and trying to turn people against me and stuff like that. Just if you have an issue with me, just come to me, because I'm probably one of the most approachable people and I'll definitely have a conversation with you. It's just that simple. I love every single one of you. I want you all to be blessed, and I'll see you tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon. Actually, I'm not going on tomorrow night. I'm going on tomorrow afternoon because I want to do some work tomorrow night. So y'all be blessed. Pray for me. I'm going to pray for you. And thanks everyone for watching. Your support means the world to us. Please make sure that you hit the like button, and please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you hit the bell icon, and make sure you press all notifications so that way you will never miss any of the exclusive content that comes on my channel. Make sure that you never miss a video. Now, I try to go live every day about 2:30 Pacific Standard Time, which is about 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. And then I come back at night at around 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, which is about 10:30 Eastern Standard, with some more exclusive content. So if you want more Mad Church Disease show content, we'd love for you to become a revolutionary member of our channel. Please make sure that you hit the join button that's right next to the subscribe button or somewhere around here so that you guys can receive access to special community posts. You guys get all of the access to my community only lives, because we've got some sipping chats that we're going to be doing, and you guys will get exclusive content. So just make sure that you head on over to the channel page, click on the join button, and make sure that you do that. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate your love and support, and I'll see you on my very next video.
We are Mad Church Disease, helping you understand that Jesus plus nothing is everything. This is a show for everyone, believers and non-believers, from churched to the unchurched. Help us grow the channel by supporting our non-profit causes and create more consistent content. Donate by Cash App or PayPal, or buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com.